Started, shall we? Excellent. And I help women who are in stick and toxic relationships find their way out. I help them figure out okay. Good morning, everybody. It looks like we're back, or maybe it was a little hiccup. I'm Rita Hickman, a body mind expert, shiatsu massage therapist, but most importantly is I use these tools to help women who are in narcissist relationships. I'm a women's narcissist recovery coach, and I've been doing this for about 14 years. And it's because I've had a number of narcissists in my own life, and they've caused a lot of havoc, a lot of difficulty and pain. They've caused a lot of confusion, and they brought up all the old issues that I had when I was a kid. And it became a pattern many times for how I helped create relationships around me. Is I would walk in being a codependent, and if someone had narcissistic qualities, it came up. If there was some sort of understanding or intellectual understanding, typically it was with someone who was more of a narcissist. Because this stuff is really pretty common. Narcissism is something that we all have a touch of, but it comes out when we're in fight or flight, or it comes out as a way to protect ourselves. So anyways, what we're really talking about today is what happens when a narcissist gets mad. So you've probably been in a relationship with someone who is very scary when they get angry, mainly because you don't know what they're going to say. You don't know what things that they've hidden from you. You don't know what's going to come out in the heat of anger. You don't know what they're going to accuse you of. You don't know what's next. You're taken by surprise a lot. And what it does is it ends up leaving many people walking on eggshells because they don't quite know what's going to happen next. And because of that, it can create some very toxic situations for people. It's a very painful situation, and you've probably suffered for a long time with someone who is dysregulated. So what does that mean? So in our brain, we have two different ways of being. One way is smooth and calm and centered. It connects our heart brain with our gut brain. Our heart brain with our head brain with our gut brain. It connects the three of them, and it's intuitive. And so we get information that comes from all around us. And our heart has this field where it can feel a few feet away from us and feel what's going on. In fact, your heart field can go on for not just feet and feet, but miles and miles. And then now you get in quantum physics, and we're connected on some level where atoms are popping in and out of existence. It gets a little bit crazy. But at the end of the day, science is showing us is that when we are connected to our head brain, our heart brain, and our gut brain, we're our best selves. We're our higher version of ourselves. And really, it's the natural way you're supposed to be. You're supposed to naturally be in that flow. You're supposed to naturally be connected. You're supposed to naturally feel as if things are going smoothly for you. And that's what happens with the people who are most successful in life. The people who have everything going for them. The people who have learned how to stay in that regulated state. Now, most everybody else is flipped into a dysregulated state. A dysregulated state is when everything is not regulated in your body. Your heart's not talking to your brain, which isn't talking to your gut. Your brain's flashing all over the place. It's like listening to a car wreck. That's what it's like. There's all this, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's happening next. You're just holding on for the ride and just trying to survive. Like a shipwreck or a car wreck or some other crisis or trauma. Because that's what happens. When someone gets triggered, they go right back to their crisis or trauma that's associated with that, and then their brain gets dysregulated. Now, some people are that way almost all the time. It's actually a narcissist. A narcissist is typically in a personality pattern that is stressed. Are you responsible for this? No. You're responsible for someone else regulating their own nervous system. And a narcissist isn't responsible for regulating yours. You are in a relationship that's causing a lot of tension and a lot of chaos, and it's going to make you feel crazy because a narcissist is regulated, and so they'll dysregulate you because you're the one who's closest to them. You're the one who cares. You're the one who's attached to them in some way. So you might have been doing okay with your issues in life, and then someone comes along that's constantly out of rhythm, out of beat, against the flow. They're always in a way that's chaotic and irrational, that looks that may look to other people as if it's smooth and well practiced. That's because a narcissist is used to being dysregulated. They're used to feeling the way that they feel, and they think that's normal, that you're supposed to be out of balance. You're supposed to be out of conjunction. That's what a lot of people feel, and that's what turns us into narcissists. When we are in a place of fight or flight, it means that we do things which are for our own survival. And most people are in a place of fight or flight for a long time. So is there anything you can do about this? Is there anything you can do when a narcissist comes into your life and starts dysregulating your system? Yeah. And how do they do it? They do it by you with anger. They do it by surprising you with information. They do it by taking the things which are most important to you and making you feel threatened. They do it by reminding you of the things which are most important to you and why you should feel threatened. They do it by expressing themselves in the most authentic way. You know, sometimes I think narcissists are some of the most authentic people out there because they're authentically expressing the what's going on inside of their own head and their own body. That's what they're expressing. When they're up and love bombing, when they're down and they hate you, when they're sideways and they're just trying to keep their head together by distracting themselves with other people or other relationships. You know, you're with someone who is constantly off balance. Now, there's a lot of ways to get back into balance. And when people do get into balance, when they do get the things that they need, when their nervous system does get regulated, they become pretty great people. And that's why it gets confusing. Because someone who's balanced and regulated tends to be kind and thoughtful, and someone who's dysregulated tends to be aggressive and angry, or in denial, or disassociating, or people-pleasing. Have you been any of these things? Then you've probably felt like you've been in fight or flight. So there are things that you can do that get you out of fight or flight quickly. And there's habits that you start to put into place that keep you from going into fight or flight so easily. And there's support you can get that helps you stay balanced and create a life that works for you. The relationship that you're in is with someone who is in chaos. And if you don't want to be in chaos, you have to take direct steps so that you aren't, whether you stay with the narcissist or not. Because this isn't a problem that just goes away because you get divorced. It's about how you interact with people and whether how you're interacting can bring out, for people who are off balance or dysregulated, how can bring out their nasty side. So when a narcissist gets mad, it's their brain that's broken and causing their nervous system to freak out, and they're behaving in ways that are making themselves feel better. Are you responsible for this? No. Are you supposed to do anything about it? No. You are supposed to do something about you. That's it. That's all you got to do. Worry about you. Get the tools you need in order to get regulated, and then you can decide whether you're going to stay or whether you're going to go and how you're going to deal with it. Because when a narcissist is mad, it means that they are out of balance. And if you're with someone who's out of balance and they aren't in that flow, then anything you say isn't going to make sense and you're not going to make any headway. The only way to move forward is to take care of yourself and make sure you get yourself balanced. If you need some help with this, we have a wonderful coaching program that I do with beautiful women So supportive. It's like a warm bath where you finally figure out how to get your life together. Good advice, good support, and it works really well. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, okay? Bye.